Welcome back, guys, to episode number 16, the second last episode of my first season with Stewart Grand Prix in Grand Prix World, center wrong here, and we are back for the Luxembourg, aka the second German Grand Prix of the season, round number 15, of course. Let's check up the news side from the last race. So Jordan have actually managed to steal the Winfried major sponsorship deal. Who the hell are Winfried again? Who were they meant to be? Can't remember. Was it Winfield? I think it was in real life, I believe. But anyway, Hakkinen, 3 races in succession, a hat-trick of wins, another pole position, a brilliant one, and he has taken the Drivers' Championship as well there. So brilliant. Lycra pulled out a deal with us. I think we were just trying to talk to them. Sauber have taken their deals from Goodyear as well as a customer. Minardi going into a joint deal, so I think they are taking a partnership deal with Texaco. They can take them. They weren't very good this year. Stewart and Bridgestone, of course, we have a partnership deal with them next season, and so too do Tyrrell. So good signings there, I think, from both of us, especially the Tyrrell guys. Very surprised they actually got that in the end. A fast slap last race was taken by David Coulthard. Arrows, that kind of looks weird. Arrows. Hampered by refueling problems, but Arrows have signed Fiat to their sponsorship roster. That's a good signing there for Arrows. Prost, of course, have signed Rochas to their sponsorship roster. McLaren, incredibly smooth at the last race. Obviously, they have automatic gears, and the Jordans have active suspension. But yeah, no more room for Benetton and Ferrari. Good job from them. And of course, I thought we were going to get the least effective again. But we have secured private investment as part of a growth initiative, so we had to borrow, as you've seen there. So, what that means, of course, for us is... hold on. Staff losses have demoralized our star workers. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. That was interesting. Learn something new every day, guys, which is always a good thing. Unused car space. Yes, we know it is still advertising. This will affect confidence. That's not really a problem for us. We just want to get as many of these deals sorted right now. We just need everything we can get. Another race finish, of course. And it's gotten better. Ooh, how much better has that gotten? Oh my lord, 6.7 million all of a sudden. We are looking dandy indeed. We should be ahead of ours anyway. I mean, we've outscored them. Like, this is the problem with this whole system. You finish races, you get away with it, which is very, very annoying in my mind. It's very frustrating. It's not the way it should be at all, but it's just the way this game is, guys. So yeah, let's confirm this, and this. The usual, the setup of the cars, the assembly, and of course the racing orders. There's nothing to be done here really. Let's have a look at sponsorship. This is where the last bit of money, can we eke it out this season in this. Mini Champs are offering us 600k over 3 seasons, 900k from FK. Interesting. Good, we've gotten more money from Pia there. Magnetti Morelli, 1.3 million. You see, here's the thing. What do I do now with these? HSBC aren't really going to give us more money, are they? Tire deal, Bridgestone. Let's leave it on 5%. You never know what could happen. Ford. I guess we could leave it on 10%. See, this is where the decisions now must be made. What should we do? Let's go with SKF. Let's give them... I feel like if we don't... Let's give them the TV advantage. That should be enough to secure 2 bars on 5%, right? You'd hope. And with Magnetti Morelli then, we should leave them at 10%, but let's up this one to 20. What I really want is this deal to go up a little bit more. If we can get just to squeeze a little bit more out of Pia, then that'd be fantastic. And let's hope the rest of these can come true as well for us. There's not much else we can do in that regard. Let's take away maybe 10% here and put that towards maybe engine, tire. No, I don't really fancy either of those. Do we put money on Mag? No, okay, let's put 15% here. Look, never know. Might happen. It might not. I highly doubt it, though. It actually took way too long. Let's take this away. Actually, this will... Do you know what? We won't get that at all. Mini Champs. Let's put this up to 30%. I think we have a better chance of getting that. And let's put 10% on this just in case. Because I really want these deals to come in next race. If we can get those two in, that's an extra little bit of money we can look at. And all of a sudden then we're cooking with gas. We're looking good for next season. So yeah, the other thing we want to do is just look at the... staff. Let's see if we can get a couple more guys in. Design, not really. Actually, design we can get in. Let's hire very good and excellent guys in there, and that should help us out a lot. In that regard, if you forget that we brought in 4.9 million last race, you know, we brought in 1.7, but our expenditure was actually 2.2. But that's also because we built the car, so it's kind of hard to say exactly. But look, let's build another one. Let's get it over and done with. 85% to get it done. But that's just the way it is. We should have the technology now to increase the hydraulics reliability to 2, which is important for us, and that's kind of what I wanted to get that done there as well. So look, that's big for us next season. That gives us a little bit of leeway, and we're going to use our last 2 spares here on the car to get them repaired in time for Luxembourg. There's not much else we can do at this moment in time. We just got to hope and pray. We will invest this last bit of to that on the traction control. And yeah, there's nothing else we can do, guys. These are nice, quick, short episodes for you. So they'll probably come out 2 a day for the next couple of days. So let's go straight into Luxembourg. Lovely. Bit faster beat, that's what you want. So no changes, of course. We know Häkkinen's wrapped up the drivers. We know McLaren's wrapped up the constructors. But what can Stewart do? Here we go. Let's hop in to qualifying. We saw light rain conditions there. Can Barrichello snatch something special? Barrichello can't. He's actually outside of 107% time. And Magnussen didn't make it to the race. That's a disaster. That's an absolute huge, huge disaster. Schumacher's time is just way too quick for anyone to do anything about that. That's insane. But yeah, that's a big shame. Well, here's the thing. The Ferraris, again, ahead of the McLarens in the wet. So, the Ferrari have traction control? I don't know. Magnussen was nowhere. He got outpaced by the Tyrrell of Rosset, who's a terrible driver. Tuero in the Minardi. And Deniz in the Arrows. He's gotten... Oh, that's not good at all. Look, let's see how we do in the race. I'm not expecting anything now, and it's overcast. So, look, let's just take a bit of fuel out of Barrichello's car, and let's hope he can finish. Come on, Barrichello, just give us something for that. Did he? He did. Okay, Barrichello finished, which is better than nothing. Schumacher wins from Coulthard, Irvine, Villeneuve, Häkkinen, and Hill. So obviously Häkkinen doesn't really care too much anymore. He's happy just to take the points because Coulthard actually manages to get amongst the Ferraris. But yeah, good for us. Needed a Prost score. We managed to get one of our guys home. So do Arrows, so it shouldn't change too much in terms of the standings. Only 2 guys retired from the race, as you can see there, Schumacher and Johnny Herbert. So for the Drivers' Championship, Schumacher now has a 7-point gap. So Coulthard needs to win the last race to have any chance of taking second. And Irvine is out of it now. He's in no man's land in 4th. So is Frentzen in 5th. So is Hill in 6th, really, unless Villeneuve pulls out something special in the last race. So yeah, that's kind of it, isn't it? I mean, there's not really any changes anymore in the drivers. And in the constructors, of course, there was never going to be any changes, really, unless it was going to be at the lower half. And Sauber, ourselves, and Prost haven't done anything in that race. And yeah, that's kind of it, really, isn't it? No changes next year to any of these aspects, which is interesting. Ferrari, of course, got their automatic gears approved. In terms of funding, 7.5 million. Like, if we could take 7.5 million, guys, that'd be a huge step forward for us. And yeah, I'd take that, to be honest with you. So the only thing to do really is check the last race, check the retirements, when did it happen. Both Ralph and Johnny experienced engine failures in lap 57. That's a nightmare for them. And the fastest laps, as you can see, Häkkinen was actually up there, you know, surprisingly, I guess. Well, it was actually dry in the race, so it wasn't really a surprise, but surprising he couldn't get any higher. Fisichella 5th. And where did he finish? 9th. I mean, interesting. He could have maybe done more pit stops. Unfortunately, the results, they don't actually show the pit stops, which is, yeah, you kind of have to guess. But yeah, guys, another quick episode. I hope you enjoyed it. One more episode left, and then we'll move on to 1999. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hit like, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Share the videos with friends who you think might have a similar interest in this, and yeah, we'll see you next time for the final race of the season, the Japanese Grand Prix.